Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Friends or friendship is what determine your stature, determine your future because it's going to shape your future. So you must choose wisely. It's so key and so essential for every one of us to know who you're moving with. And that's why Islam said that يوم يفر المرء من أخيه وأمه يوم يفر المرء on the day of judgment يفر people will start running from each other, from one another. They will avoid one another. And what this يفر المرء من أخيه, a man shall run away, shall do away from his friend. This is to tell you that friendship is not limited to this world. It's something that is beyond this mundane life we're living. It's all encompassing. It has connection with our mundane life and our Islamic life and our akhirah. And at the same time, you cannot live alone. There's no how you can live alone. You must have somebody you are moving with. You must have somebody you are relating with. That is the way Allah designed this life. Somebody must be a friend. Somebody must be a companion. So, but you need to choose wisely. It's going to be, are you choosing the positive friendship or the negative friendship? Are you choosing the healthy one or the toxic one? That is where the issue is. Because today we have seen friendship in different dimensions. We have seen friendship in different ways. We see people who relate with one another, to commit evils, to commit vices. Allah said, "Ta'awanu 'alal birri wat taqwa." Make friends, relate with one another, 'alal birri, on righteous, on virtue, and the fear of Allah. وَلَا تَعَوَنَ الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. Do not relate on sins and enmity. وَأَصْحَابِ الْيَمِينِ وَأَصْحَابِ الشِّمَالِ. And I said, we have people on the right path and people on the left path. Which path do you want to pursue? Which path do you want to follow? It's so keen. It is you to determine that path. وَهَدَيْنَاهُ السَّبِيلَ إِمَّا شَاكِرًا or إِمَّا كَفُورًا. Unless we are laid on two paths. The path to appreciate Allah and the path to turn away from Allah. Which path do you want to follow based on your friendship? Because today we see people who engage in friendship, who engage in companionship based on sin, gossip, backbiting, theft, time wasting, gambling, alcoholism, hooliganism, and what have you. This is a negative aspect, toxic aspect. While on the other hand, people also have friends who also encourage them to engage in a righteous act like observing prayer, like spending wisely, like studying, like relating with people in a good manner, like what have you. So friendship, it's part of the design of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for healthy living. I say that we have placed human to leverage, to interact, so you can't do it alone. But every day we have friends. Sometimes we can have a day friend. Maybe you meet on the train, or you meet on the way, or you meet in a journey. We can have a week friend. Week, maybe just friendship is just within a week. We can have a monthly friend. We can have annual friend. We can have entire life friends. It depends. Just like a scenario of two friends that met on the train. They just had the friendship within a week because they embarked on a journey to business trip journey, and they both relate with each other. They share virtually all they have together. So when they ended this journey, they're about to depart. They exchange contact, they exchange address, and one of them began to cry. He was just shedding tears, and the other one said, "Why? Why are you crying?" "But I have a contact. I have everything." He said, "No, that's not the reason I'm crying." He said, "I'm crying because I wronged you, because I've done something injustice to you." So you did nothing to me. He said, "I did." He said, "Do you know that the food we eat together, we used to share the food, and this food we do share together. There was a particular night that I was so starved, I was feeling hungry, and I had to just take a little portion of the food and eat it without your knowledge. And then how do you forgive me? I did it. Please forgive me." And the other friends just burst into laugh and say, "You did it just once?" He said, I did mine uncountable time. Is it a sin? I didn't know it's a sin. He said, "It's a sin." And both of them began to shed tears, began to weep, and they forgave each other. Because look at the friendship, because both of them are conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So because your friend will influence you. That is why Prophet ﷺ told us, said, "Al-mari ala dina khalilihi." He said, man will be on the religion of his friend. If you are moving with a friend who is not godly, who is not conscious, who is not well behaved, who is not mannered, you'll be influenced with that character. If you're moving with a friend who is mannered, who is godly, who is well disciplined, you will also be influenced in that regard. That is why it's so essential that the person you move with count a lot. And Allah told us in Surah Al-Furqan, verse 28, Allah said that on the judgment, some people will lament and regret. Say, "Ya laytani lam attakhidhu fulanan khalilan." He said, "Woe unto me! Woe unto me! If I had known, I wouldn't have taken this person as a friend. لَقَدْ أَضَلَّنِي عَنِ الذِّكْرِ." He has turned me away. He has lured me away from the path of Allah, from remembrance of Allah. وَكَانَ الشَّيْطَانُ لِلْإِنسَانِ خَلِيلًا. Because Shaitan has intervened in that relationship, and therefore he misled him. But that regret is to no avail, because it's late, it's on the day of judgment. So if you don't want to regret your friendship, now you can decide. Do you want to continue with that bad friend, or you want to quit and turn over a new leaf to have a good one? It's so keen. You have to decide. Is that your friend that normalized sin? That normalized sin? Or that your friend that who doesn't go to mosque? Who doesn't read Quran? Who discourages you from doing good? who lure you into committing evils? Is that the kind of friend you want to keep on moving with? You answer. Answer the question. That's so keen and so essential. A friendship is so essential that you have to choose the best friend, the good one for yourself. And another thing you also need to know is that your friend can determine your future. They can shape your future. And how do we mean? If you don't have a good friend, or you do have a good friend, we always want to do things together. You always want to look at the end point of your action. And the end point of the action is either it is regretful, or it is praiseworthy. So where you're heading to, it determines where you are now, what you're doing now, who you are relating with now. If you are relating with those who are bad eggs, your future is questionable, negatively questionable. Because Allah told us in the Quran, He said, Al-akhila yawma idin aduwwun ila al-muttaqin. He said those friends who connive on evils, who connive on vices, he said on their judgment, which is the future, aduwwun, they will be enemy to one another. They will be enemy. They will start avoiding each other. They will have to break apart. Because the evils of each other is enough as a nemesis. So you have to choose wisely, so that your future is not hampered, your future is not affected, your future is not, soiled in the mud. The friendship matters a lot. Who are you taking for friend? We can see this in the exemplary character of Prophet Muhammad. He chose the best friend, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. He chose the best friend. After, to the extent that Prophet married Abu Bakr's daughter. The extent that when Abu Bakr died, he was also buried beside Prophet. It was the second caliph. It was the next person that took caliphacy after the demise of Prophet. It was the one who was deputized to lead Muslims in Salah, Muslims in all Islamic affairs. When Prophet was ill. This is a good friend. Who is your own friend? Tell me your friend, and I will show you who you are. Who are you moving with? Is it the one who will never remind you of Allah? Who will never remind you of your duty towards your parent? Who will never remind you of the duties towards your nation? Who will never remind you of your responsibility? It was the one that always lure you into committing sin, into doing evils. You need to decide now. Inshallah, we shall continue in the next episode of our discuss. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and reshare to benefit others as a sadaqah jariyah for you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.